Hi everyone! Today we are going to be going over the basics of hand lettering. And when I say hand lettering, I do mean like modern calligraphy, which is different from traditional calligraphy. Traditional calligraphy that you see is going to be very precise and all the slants are going to be the same. The spacing is going to be perfect and it's what you would see probably on a wedding invitation. But the style that I do quite often on my channel is modern calligraphy or hand lettering, which is where you can kind of incorporate your own style into it. There aren't as many rules. You can marry your letters together without following all on the same line. So you're going to see a different style than traditional calligraphy when you watch other videos on my channel. However, the basics are the same. And so today I'm going to show you where a good place to start is with hand lettering, and that is by using some of these practice sheets. So the first page that I have here is drills, and these are a great place to start because it's going to help you get your strokes perfect. With this practice sheet, which I will put the link in the description box below if you'd like to check these out, I am going to be using a Pentel sign pen, and this is just a smaller brush lettering pen, which I think is great for beginners because the tip is very small and it's also a little bit more firm, so it's a lot easier to control. So the basic principles of hand lettering is when you do your upstrokes, which is anything going up like this, this is an upstroke, this is an upstroke, this is an upstroke. You want those to be thin, and you're going to achieve that by not pressing quite as hard. And then we're going to go over here, and this is your downstroke, and we're going to press harder on our downstroke so we can achieve this thicker line. So in any letter that you use, if you look up here, you can see my downstrokes are thick and my upstrokes are thin. My downstrokes are thick and my upstrokes are thin. This is all muscle memory. It takes a long time to retrain your muscle memory to do this when you're hand lettering. If you haven't done much hand lettering before, your muscle memory is going to tell you to press the same amount of thickness on every single line. And let me just show you what that would look like. If we do the same thickness, it's going to look really sloppy. So do you see how there's kind of a difference between that and if I were to do it this way and get those thicker downstrokes and thinner upstrokes? So this takes a while to train your brain to write this way because you've probably been doing it this way your whole life. So the way we can retrain our brain is by doing drills. So I recommend just doing drills over and over and over until this becomes second nature. And when you first start, go slow. This is going to help you to get a steady hand. If your lines look super squiggly at first, that's totally fine and totally normal. And if you need to pick up your pen after every stroke, that's helpful as well. And what I mean by that is sometimes it's hard to put the switch on and off to press firmer. So you can just press lightly, lift up your pen, and then press lightly, lift up your pen, press lightly, and lift up your pen. And a lot of people you'll see doing hand lettering will do this after every stroke throughout their whole piece. So that's totally normal and it's really helpful. These curves are another key to learning hand lettering because most of our letters have curves in them. So these practice sheets are going to help you get down the basic strokes of hand lettering. So let me move on to a letter to show you. This is K, and this has a lot of curves. As you can see, I've put kind of the different points where you're going to follow here. So first with K, we're going to start right here, and then we're going to push hard, and then I'm going to lift up my pen because it helps to kind of readjust. Now you can hold your pen however you want. I know a lot of people say that you should have a big slant when you hold your pen. This is very unnatural to me. I do not hold my pen this way, and I was always told that I was holding my pen weird. But this is how I hold it, and even if it might be wrong, I have a lot more control over my pen, so it just works. You just have to feel whatever works best for you. And don't be discouraged if it looks really bad at first. Don't be discouraged if it doesn't look anything like the practice worksheets at first. That's just part of it. So the next letter I'm going to show you is F. Again, there's a lot of upstrokes and downstrokes, and it's fine if you need to lift up your pen after each stroke. Now I'm going to show you how to do this with just a regular pen if you don't have a brush pen, and this is what we call Foleygraphy. This is actually what I have been doing for years before anyone ever had a name for it, but now it's called Foleygraphy or faux calligraphy. And what this is basically just drawing with your normal handwriting, and see all the stroke widths are the same, and then we're going to go back in and fill in this part. You can use any kind of pen for this. This is a really old scrapbooking pen I have. A lot of people recommend using the micron pens, but I have never actually tried them. But you could use a pencil. I actually really like using a pencil, so if you just have a pencil lying around, definitely try that. So again, you're just going to draw your F and go back down and add your downstroke. And you can make this as thick or thin as you can. This is a really popular style right now. You will see this on a lot of things that you can buy on Etsy. And it's a great place to start if you're a beginner, because really you just use your own handwriting and then add those thick strokes, and it doesn't take a lot of thought as to where your letters are going. I think one of the hardest things about hand lettering is thinking about how hard you're pressing on the pen and also where your letters are going next at the same time. So that's why these worksheets are helpful, because it kind of takes the memory out of trying to decide where your stroke is going, and all you have to worry about is just how hard you're pressing and how hard you're pressing. And just doing it over and over and over is so helpful. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I will post the link for my Etsy shop where I have these practice sheets in the description box below. I hope that's understandable. I don't have a website where I can post these, so the easiest way for me was just to put them on Etsy for you all, and I hope you find them helpful. Also, if you have not found us on Facebook, it is just facebook.com/howtohandletter, or I'm on Instagram at howtohandletter, and I will leave the link for both of those below. Like always, if you have any questions, please leave them below and I will do my best to get back to you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.